Welcome back to Bareback Garage. On this episode, I'm going to get stuck back into the Weekend Warrior, the V8 Patrol build. I'm just going to continue pulling out the wiring and the dash, and just a couple other bits that are worth saving, and then send this thing off to scrap. Now, I'll just flip you around.
Bareback Garage.
Well, I've tried to record this 5 times and this bloody camera keeps not recording. So I'm not going to pick it up from where it is and just start getting into it. You can probably see from there that I'll zoom it in. You can see the cab's collapsed just from the weight of itself. That's how bad the rust is in this thing. So I'm glad I didn't even try and take it out for a play. But first I'll get this clutch slave off and remove all the wiring and the dash, so and get into it. Pretty sure this is pretty much water coming out of this. I don't think there's actually any stuff in it. Surprised the clutch worked. I hate doing anything to do with brake fluid. It's horrible shit. That's an easy way of sorting out any brake lines. I usually just keep a water bottle with me. Just makes it simple to catch it, because or else it goes everywhere. I'll just drop this hoist down and get back onto this wiring. Just trying to think what else I have to do. I'll get that clutch master off. No, I'll have to wait till I go in the cab. I'll undo the bolts at least, so that's one bit done. And then I've got to get the booster and the slave off to get this harness through, because you unplug them all from the inside, and then it actually comes out quite easy when there's no master and booster in the way. Because while they're there, you can't get your hand down in there to get it out. Get this booster around the way. Or sorry, brake master. 60. Oh, found a VIN plate. That's pretty much all I can do with the engine bay now until I get I can probably unbolt that, but I'm going to climb under the dash and start getting this dash out, so then at least I can get that booster out and everything. I think I'm just gonna get in and pull this dash out. I'm not really going to show what I'm doing on this, because one, I can't work out where to put the camera, and two, it's not really that exciting. If you've ever pulled dashes apart, they're just a pain in the ass and take forever to do. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm just going to get into it and show you when I'm finished. And I'll show you where, well, once the dash is out, I'll just show you how to pull the harness through, because it's all pretty much just plugged in under the dash, and then you can just pull it through easy enough. So I'll at least show that. But yeah, I'm not gonna show pulling the rest of this dash out. Oh, I'll see you soon. We've just got the dash out, as you can see. It only takes about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. It's pretty easy to do, to be honest. It's like for five bolts and a few screws, just a glove box. There's some screws down the bottom, sort of in there, your glove box, the screws to hold this in, the head unit, if it's got a head unit in it, and then just a few screws around your cluster and your panel that goes underneath, a couple of screws. I try and pop all the switches out of the dash so I can get to the harnesses. Just makes it a little bit easier. But once you unplug all them, it pops out pretty easy. So yeah, my next thing is I'll start over on the passenger side and start unplugging the harness. Oh, another thing I usually do too is remove these A-pillar plastics. Just makes it easier for the dash to pop out. So, but yeah, this is the next fun bit, is getting all this crap out. There's just a lot of 10 mils and plugs, and yeah, super excited. But at least when I put this in the GQ, it won't have any of this crap in here at all. It's literally just going to be a very basic wiring harness, which I'm going to strip the factory G1 back just to what I need. If I'm out in the tracks and something goes wrong, I don't want to be dealing with all this crap. I just want to make it nice and easy. So I'll get back into it. Actually getting this crash bar out. Just trying to remember how to do it. It's a little bit of a pain. I always seem to forget bolts when I'm doing it. So I might quickly whip that out actually. I just take that out a bit, makes it a little bit easier. Just the other side now, I'll just jump around there and we'll get that done. You can't see this side, but there's 2 bolts up in the back here. Just 2 12 mils. They're pretty easy to see when you look in here. Got to get this this plug off here, the main fuse panel. Couple of 10s. That should just drop off. Yep. And that's it from memory. And yeah, I won't forget about, there's a clip underneath that it's not attached to anymore, so that's good. And there's another 12 mil just hiding in there. It's a little bit of a pain to get to. Looking for my ratchet barrel. Oh, there it is. From memory, it's just a couple of steering column bolts. I think there's. I know it's definitely 2. I think there is a 3rd one hiding somewhere up over here. Just get these 2 off first. Whip the 10 mils out on this side. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see more. You can't really see it, but a couple of 10 mils. Get that harness off there. This is a mess. It's going to be no fun whatsoever putting in the other car. I don't get why people tech screw earths into these dashes when there's like plenty of factory earths that you can tap into. and easy to get to. Just use the radio earth. It's not hard. Like, it's just there. But it looks like it's all the Ford stuff actually. Oh, what a mess. Well, that's Nissan. That's Nissan there. Well, at least it's labelled, it says fuel pump. I just don't know where it goes. Well, it goes the other side somewhere. So that's a bonus. They labelled that. Yeah, those two bolts there. I think there's one. Yeah, there's one just up under there. Another 12mm from memory. This is the one I always forget, that it's hiding up under the harness. Bolt there. Just make sure this harnesses are out of the way now. Oop. Looks like they've screwed a bit more crap under here. Another 10mm for the OBD2 plug. Oh, and I forgot the computer bolted to it too. What else can we miss while I'm doing this shit? Looks like I just got to unplug that too. You have to do a heater box or anything. It seems like a big job, but it's not too bad. Probably, I think it'd be easy just to pull the whole dash, then try and snake it all out. I mean, if you break into these clips, you can always just zip and tie them back in. Not that hard to do that. There's one more harness clip on this side. Out. Hopefully that's not too bad where I've got yous. Grab some tools, so sorry, just get my fat ass in the way. Now pretty much just start from the passenger side and work my way across. Just keep going, I suppose. There's like 3 12mm on this side too for this piece. They're a bit of a pain to get to. Sorry about that, it's my dog coming to say hello. Where was I? That's right, pulling the fan out, but I've got to actually pull the AC bit, whatever it is first, to get the fan out. Oh, dog again. Gotta love them. Best things to have if you're having a bit of trouble in your life, that's for sure. Always there for you. Now the fan should come out. See what crap's sitting in here. Oh, gotta do that plug under there. Oh shit, that's really clean. I'm surprised when I found this car in a paddock. I thought they would have been full of garbage. Now, if you ever, if your fan has only got like a couple of speeds on it, generally I think it's 3 and 4 or something, little span feed resistor, just take that out and replace that piece there, and then they'll generally fix it. Every one I've seen, it's just like a little card thing. But yeah, once you replace that, you have a fan again. Split the rear harness from the front. Usually I'd recommend to label all these as you're pulling them out, but I've done this enough times now that I'm pretty confident I know where all these wires go. And if I don't, well, I'm an idiot and I'll pay for it later. But not too concerned. That's all that side done. It's got to get this heater out. So, if I can get you on a, get that heater out now. Yeah, that works. I might keep that. There's just 2 little clips underneath of the cable. Just pull them down, then the cable just slides off the pin. Well, sometimes it's, yeah. Yeah, that one's off. I don't know if you can see that clip there, but clip, pop it, and it just slides. That's that out. Heater, I've just got to run outside quickly, and I cut the hoses, so I just got to quickly undo them, and I'll be back in a second. It's definitely a big mess over here. But so there we go. Should only have one more bolt that's tucked right up in there to get that heater box out, which is a bit of a pain. So I think I'll just get this computer out of the way. Right, that's the last one. Oh, and then spill coolant everywhere. Oh. As you can see, this I was having a nice little coolant leak in here, so had to be replaced. Or I'll just throw this in the bin. But yeah, if you ever get a coolant leak, that's where it's coming from if it's in the car. I got like plastic and the O-rings go, and yeah, it's pretty shit design. I think the later ones are a bit different, so you might be able to use one of those. I could be wrong. And this is the moment I go, what have I done? Because this is a mess. Trying to work out which is the best way to pull the harness through or unplug unplug it and go out. Usually I'd pull this the other way, but being modified, I'll just pull it through this way. That was not fun. Now I've got a bigger mess to deal with. Should unplug this ECU. Hopefully that'll help with the mess. There's just 3 plugs up in here. Well, usually there's 3 plugs for when a factory computer plugs into the main harness. Both depending on the model. Let's see what we've got. Just going to try and separate this a little bit because this is definitely a nightmare. Just pulling all this stuff off the column at the moment. This is, not fun. I'll just see if I can put you in a better spot to see. Sorry for the camera angles being so ordinary, but it is a little bit frustrating to do, to be honest. And it's a bit hard to get the angles of the dangles right. Get these couple of clips off the steering column. So I'll try and get most of this factory stuff out of here so I can see what mess I've got to work with. Just found another heap of earth just bolted randomly under here. From what I was told, this is supposed to be a J3 in this, so I'm hoping it's got something. It's supposed to be, the engine's supposed to have a bit of a cam and a tune on it, from what I was told. Could be told lies. I've only heard it run a couple of times okay. So it does sound like it's got a little bit of a cam in it. Thought I'd try and straighten it up a bit. It wasn't the best angle I had this on. Now, might try and just unplug this dash harness. There's a little earth one I'm just trying to get to at the moment under here. Some clips. So what, it's a lot easier when it's just the factory Nissan stuff. It comes out so much easier, so less messy. what that red one's going to in the roof. It's me. I don't think we need it. Oh, manual transmission. Oh, look at that. Nice and rusty on that bracket too. I'm just going to unplug all these plugs out of here. Just makes it a little bit easier when they're all separated. This is, oh, I didn't want to pull that. Well, you sort of do. Got to get that unclipped. There you go. I trust the old screwdriver. I don't know why Nissan didn't put these plugs all facing up the same way. It's a bit of a pain in the ass trying to get to them. Oh God, what have I done? I've made a huge mess. Oh, you've got to cut that. They're joined together for some reason, which is a pain because, oh God. Look at that, just twist wires in, she'll be right, you know, doesn't matter. They tried labelling it, but nothing was hooked up. Oh, yep. There's going to be plenty of tears when I put this back together. Plenty and plenty. So if you'd like to see a grown man cry, do follow. You better subscribe because you definitely get to see it. Some relay thing that obviously was never hooked up properly. Might need that. Definitely gonna need that little module of the column there. Probably gonna need this key and everything too. Might have to try and make this steering column work. I'll just take it out, keep it just in case. Jesus, frogs. Couple of 10 mils, gets the rest of the factory computer plugs off. done. That's a scary mess. Suppose I better get the little pins that hold the clutch slave on. And now I can get the booster and the clutch master out. Let's take the pedal out too, because I get asked, people buy the clutch pedal if they're doing a auto manual conversion, and they might leave the brake pedal. I can't remember if they're the same or not. Someone will tell me. And I'll take the pedal out because it's a petrol one, so it's not electronic. Clutch pedal. Oops. We've got brake one's got one extra one up the top. And I missed one, I think. Oh. Brake pedal. Accelerator pedal. Oopsies. What have they got joined here? Oh, that's right, more dodgy cut wires. Oops. Cutty cut. I hope I remember this. There's a little, like, clamp in here that holds the, sort of just pulls the engine bay harness back. Just make sure you get that out, because it's a bit of a pain. Just think, grab it out in here. Now this is what you got to do. You got to push those plugs out to separate the engine bay harness to the rear harness, and also so it fits through the firewall too, because you pull it back into the engine bay. Now if you can see down the sides there, you can see those little clips. You just get like a little flathead screwdriver and then there's prime and push them out through the back. I don't know if I'll be able to show you how to do those. I'll give it a go though. So I always try and get the ones in the back first. As you push them in, push it through at the same time. So I don't know if you can, I think it's, trying to about do it too. There we go. So as you can see, the little tabs that in here, it's got to push them in to release it. Same with this white one, which you can't see because my fat hand's in the way. Yeah, now it's out. See, as soon as I take you off camera, done. Pretty typical. Now I'm just gonna rip this shit out, just because I don't care. And then there's a grommet in there. You just gotta pull it out through the engine bay. But first I still have to pull this booster out. Just got to get cable tie down here. I don't know if you've seen that. Couple more clips. Oh, and I haven't even taken the relay harness off yet. Need 10 mil for that. Oh, not relay harness, the fuse panel. It is I think it's just two 10 mils from memory. But they're sort of chucked away. One 10 mil. Another one's up the top. From there. I don't know what that's out of. And then I think there's one last clip. Yep. Hopefully that's it. Now it's just the fun time of trying to fish the harness through. Pull some funny faces because you're in an awkward position. Does make it easier if you've got someone to help you do this, but yeah, if you had doors on, it would really suck. So. That's it, all done, harness out. Well, that's pretty much for this GU. It's all stripped out enough now. I just gotta go clean up all this mess and work out what I'm gonna keep to sell, but the rest of the cab I don't worry about. I might take those interior lights out, they're not broken, and that UHF, it might be good for the toy. But as you can see, there's the engine harness. Well, sorry, that's for the engine. That's the engine bay harness. That's a HID and spotlight harness. That's some random harness, I think it's for the V8. Dash harness, driver side rear, and passenger side rear. Now I have to go through and strip all those out and work out what I'm going to keep, but as you can see, the car's, yeah, it's got to go off to scrap now. I don't worry about pulling too much more out. You don't get money out of some of these parts that are left on it. So yeah, we'll see how we go and get this cleaned out. Then I'll next episode I'll start on the chassis.
Do 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 do. Bad back garage.
Oh, wife, titties.